What if your biggest problem is not that you work too hard, but that you recover too little? Many people think success depends only on managing time, but time is limited. The real key is managing energy, the fuel behind performance, focus, and resilience. The Power of Full Engagement by Loehr and Tony Schwartz transforms the way we think about productivity, health, and fulfillment. This book shows how to build sustainable success by balancing energy expenditure with energy renewal. The goal is not to work longer, but to work better, with rhythm and purpose. Let us break down the core principles that can change the way you live and work. Energy, not time, is the fundamental currency. Imagine a professional who schedules every hour of the day with precision. Meetings, deadlines, family commitments. Yet, halfway through the afternoon, focus is gone. Irritability rises and mistakes pile up. Time is still available, but energy is drained. The book teaches that time is finite, but energy is renewable. Energy is the true currency of high performance. Without it, time becomes useless. By managing energy effectively, you can do more in less time with greater quality. The 4 dimensions of energy. Human energy is multidimensional. It is not just physical stamina. There are 4 types that shape overall capacity. Physical energy, the foundation of endurance, health, and vitality. It comes from sleep, nutrition, exercise, and rest. Skipping meals or sacrificing sleep weakens this base. For example, an executive who eats sugar-filled snacks during long meetings will crash mentally, no matter how motivated. Emotional energy. The quality of energy. Positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and empathy expand capacity. Negative emotions like anger or anxiety drain it. Think of a leader who uplifts the team with optimism versus one who spreads frustration. Mental energy. The focus channel. It directs physical and emotional resources toward meaningful tasks. Distraction scatters energy. Concentration channels it. Picture a writer who clears all notifications before sitting down. The ability to focus turns effort into progress. Spiritual energy. The force of purpose and values. It answers why you do what you do. A teacher inspired by shaping young lives works with far more resilience than someone who teaches only for a paycheck. When all 4 are aligned and balanced, performance becomes sustainable. The principle of oscillation. A sprinter trains with intense bursts of effort followed by recovery periods. This rhythm is called oscillation, and it is not limited to sports. Human beings are designed to pulse between energy, expenditure, and renewal. Continuous effort without breaks leads to exhaustion. Recovery is not a luxury, it is a necessity. The most effective performers, from athletes to executives, work in cycles. For example, a programmer might do 90 minutes of deep coding, then step outside for a walk to recharge. This restores mental clarity and prevents burnout. The power of rituals. Willpower alone cannot sustain lasting change. The authors emphasize the creation of rituals, consistent, purposeful routines that automate good behavior. Just as athletes rely on pre-performance rituals, anyone can design daily patterns that conserve energy. A ritual might be a morning workout, writing down 3 things you are grateful for, or shutting down screens an hour before bed. These small, repeated actions accumulate power and create structure for sustainable performance. Strategic energy renewal. Energy is not infinite, so renewal is critical. Renewal happens at all 4 levels. Physical renewal, sleep, stretching, hydration, healthy meals. Emotional renewal. Positive relationships, laughter, gratitude. Mental renewal, meditation, learning, reflection. Spiritual renewal. Reconnecting with values, volunteering, faith, or meaningful service. An exhausted leader who pauses for 10 minutes of deep breathing before a meeting can reset emotional balance. Renewal is not wasted time. It is a strategy for higher quality action. The energy investment principle. Just as financial investment builds wealth, Energy investment builds capacity. By pushing beyond your comfort zone, you expand endurance and resilience. Stress is not the enemy. Chronic stress without recovery is. Think of muscles. When lifted against resistance, they tear slightly, then rebuild stronger after rest. The same principle applies to mental and emotional energy. A shy person who practices public speaking in small doses expands confidence over time, provided there is recovery afterward. Aligning energy with purpose. When values and actions are aligned, energy flows freely. Misalignment creates conflict and drains energy. A person who values family but consistently works late experiences guilt and tension. Clarity of purpose provides direction. Energy becomes less about willpower and more about inspiration. For instance, an entrepreneur who sees business as a way to solve human problems will endure setbacks with resilience, because the purpose energizes the struggle. The corporate application. The authors worked extensively with athletes and corporations, showing that energy principles apply everywhere. Teams that integrate renewal breaks encourage physical fitness. And create emotionally supportive cultures outperform those that push only for longer hours. A company that builds rituals, such as walking meetings, digital detox hours, or gratitude check-ins, can increase productivity and morale at the same time. The workplace becomes not just a site of output, but of energy cultivation. Personal energy audit. One practical tool from the book is to perform an energy audit. Identify which areas, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, are strong and which are depleted. Then design rituals to restore balance. For example, someone who sleeps only 5 hours per night must prioritize rest before expecting peak performance at work. Another person who feels disengaged may need to reconnect with purpose through volunteering or mentoring. Closing takeaway. Energy, not time, is the real key to achievement. By balancing effort with renewal, aligning actions with values, and building rituals that conserve strength, anyone can perform at a higher level with greater joy and resilience. Your challenge? Choose one ritual today. It could be a 15-minute walk after lunch, writing down one gratitude every evening, or shutting down your phone during family dinner. Small, consistent steps create full engagement, and full engagement creates a full life.